All right. What's going on, lovely people? Hope you're hope you're doing well today. Hope that everything is, that you've been wishing for or praying for has been happening in your life. But guess what happened today? It's here. We have life. Yesterday, we had the lighting filters come in, and we had the barn doors come in, and a couple days before, we had the light dome come in. We had the light dome come in a couple days ago, and today we got the main attraction. So, I want to take a quick second to tell you about this process and how it kind of occurred. So, here recently, I've been working on creating a vlog, right? I've been over the last 4 or 5 years now, probably close to 5 or 6. Yeah, 4 or 5 or 6 years. I don't know the exact time, but over the last 4 or 5 or 6 years, I have been getting into this content creation, videography, photography, and design type of lifestyle. And in doing that, I've had to purchase equipment, I've had to purchase tools, I had to purchase so many things over the course of these last 6 years. And one of the things that I regrettably put off until now is getting a nice quality light. However, just like in the blog, how I talk about it, lighting is one of those things that you really should focus on as soon as you can, because lighting alone can take your video quality, your images, everything that you're doing to a complete higher level, right? Lighting alone has that ability to do it. So if you are getting into this field, one of the things that I would recommend to you, after you get your lens and your camera body, invest in a good light. Your lens is the most important, then your light, then your camera body, in my opinion, now with the knowledge that I've learned over time. But right now, I currently have a videography education series. So if you're interested in getting in this field, definitely check that out. I'll link it down in the bio below. But essentially, today we have a brand new light that just came in. So we're gonna open it up. We're gonna do a few test shots just to kind of see what it looks like and see if you guys, see if you guys, but just to see how this thing works. So yeah, let's get to it, and we'll open this thing up. So, don't you hate when you buy things and then it's like split packages, split shipments and stuff? And the most important thing, obviously, always comes last. It's like, why can't the thing that, is the most boring of the set of things that you're buying come last? Like you buy let's say you buy, I don't know, I can't think of anything outside of the stuff that I'm doing right now. But let's say you were buying a camera, right? A camera body and a couple lenses, and then you get like, I got some SD cards and some batteries and all these different things. 10 times out of 10, in my experience, the batteries and the SD cards would be the first things to come. And I'd be like, really, I can't do anything with these. Like, at least give me the camera first, the camera body, so I can like at least just play with the settings or something, right? But obviously, that happens, and then ironically, oh, my camera body's here. And then you're like, well, I don't have a lens to even shoot with it. So then you're just like, oh, the lens is back ordered. It's gonna take 2 more days, 3 more days in order for it to get to you. So then you're just walking around with a camera body with a battery in it and an SD card, and you still have no lens, right? That's how it happens to me more times than not. But today, the day is finally here where the big thing has gotten here. And we're going to go and open this box up. So let's see what we got. So, see, that's what it looks like when you first open it up. And we take that off there. And let's pull this bad boy up. It looks like we got, oh, you guys can't see it, but I can. We have the Amaran 200X light. Amaran is the budget brand, or not the budget brand, it's the more budget entry level light that they have from Aputure. Aputure is great and huge on lighting. They've been doing it for such a long time. But like I said, me putting a little bit of money in, when I say budget brand, it's not really budget. It still costs quite a bit of money for this lighting setup, because you don't just buy the light. As you can see in this picture, it just shows a light, right? You see the light, you don't see the additional like tripod mount that you need to stand the light up on. And then if you really know about light, you know how you need some diffusion and you need some gels and you need different things to control that light. So when you buy these things, you look at the price, you're like, oh, okay, I can afford that. But then you add on all the other elements and you're like, dang, I gotta wait a little bit more before I get that. And that's how this situation was. So furthermore, we're gonna open this thing up, we're gonna test it out, see how it works. So we're gonna open this up and see what's in the box, see what we got. And we're just gonna cut the little Aputure sticker, kind of like keeps everything close, nice and tidy. And then we're gonna see what's inside here. So just opened up. So I'm gonna try to show you guys as much as I can while I open it up. Yeah, but I'm gonna be the first one to see it, and y'all ain't gonna see it. I see it. You know what I mean? Whew. Okay. So first thing we have when we get this box opened up is a couple instruction manuals and stuff like that. We get some stickers, stuff like that. Pretty cool. We can throw these on the computer or throw them on really whatever we want. But let's see what else we got. Those, see those right there. Some more foam to keep everything protected in here. I'm telling you, let me show you what we're looking like. You probably can't see so much in there, but let's show a little light in there, like from that side. See if you can see it. See? Woo! Okay, cool. So on one side, the top right-hand side, we got the power cable and cord. We have the additional second part to the power cable and such. We got this little wire to help us hang this on the actual tripod. Then we have the ring that allows us to be able to get some more focus of light. We can push that light exactly where we want it, which is pretty cool. Then we have the main event, the main thing we've been waiting for, and that is the actual light. And this is it right here, guys. You can see, as you can see, everything, it looks really nice, clean. It's made with a nice, plastic. I'm sure people who have the original, or not the original, but the actual Aputure lights would say, oh, this is made with a low quality plastic, but who cares? When you're getting into this, you gotta work with what you got. I'm gonna be using this as a key light. I'm super excited about it. I watched a ton of videos on lights and which ones you should be looking and getting and such, especially because these lights, they add on to each other. I'm probably always gonna use this light. One of the big things that I know about the Amaran series versus the Aputure like 100D, the 300D, 600D, and so on is a lot of those they can be operated through battery power. This one here, you always got to plug in. But luckily for me, I have a little generator that I can also plug it in, so it's still pretty mobile for me. I recommend having a generator just because it is so versatile. You can use it and it allows you to take your equipment that usually would only be able to be in a studio setting. It allows you to be able to use it really wherever you need to use it. So definitely just build your gear over time. It's one of those things that you can't go out and buy all these things and one day. I mean, you can, but you're gonna put yourself in a lot of debt if you do that. And I don't really recommend that. I really recommend just learning as you go on and such, and building your arsenal of tools as you go on, because as you build your arsenal up, you really appreciate more so all of the work and time that it took to get you to the point you are. And I know getting this light is going to take my work to a completely higher level than I've really ever imagined. And I'm really excited about it. But we're gonna put this thing together, assemble it, so you guys can see what it actually takes to get this bad boy up and running and working. And then after we do that, then we'll get you some test shots. Probably just do some photos today. We may or may not show you any video with this, but we're gonna play around with this thing and we'll see what's up. So we got the camera light here, but we're not gonna set this up yet. We're gonna put it back in the box first. We're gonna get all the other elements and such put together first, and then we're gonna do that. So the main thing that you actually stand the camera up on, I had a whole lot of these extra things. So instead of buying like a brand new tripod stand or like a light mount or whatever, I'm just gonna use an old one, test this one out first, see if this is gonna work. And if it does work, then great. I'm not gonna have to worry about buying another one. But they sell some more heavy dutier ones. Probably not saying that right. But they do have some that are more heavy duty than this that you can use. And I have a couple of different other ones too out there in the studio. Garage is my studio, so out there in the garage I have a couple more. So if I need to use one that's a little bit more sturdy, I'll definitely swap it out for one of those. But for now, for the purpose of this, we're just gonna use this guy. So anyways, let's see. This thing looks like it's missing something on it. I don't know. We'll see if it actually works. So that lifted up there. We'll probably go, we'll just take it that high for now. Then let's actually move this here so I don't lose focus, because we are shooting on autofocus. And let me get these other things that are all over here. Put this back in the box. Put this back in the box. This is gonna be literally the last thing that we put together. We gotta get all these other components up and running. Boom. So we got that. This will make it probably a little taller. Probably like right there. Be a good height for now. We'll just test it. And we have the actual diffuser. We got the gels here. Set all these things right here in front. We'll move this to the side. Alright, so first things first, let's get the light attached up here. Looks like it has like this little, you can unscrew this guy a little bit, and then it allows you to move it straight up and down and tighten that back up. You don't want this moving around once you get up there. So open that up. Get the light up here. Sorry, I'm out of frame. I know how much you guys want to see me. Just kidding. Alright, we got that in there. The light is up there. You guys can't see it. I actually bring it down a little bit more just so you guys can see what's going on in the frame with the light and such. Alright, so we got the light. You guys can see it. Cool. And for the purpose of this video, I'm going to actually show you what my normal setup is going to be. I'm not really going to use this focus ring too much because I have a diffuser and you don't put both of them on at the same time. At least I think you do. But that, let's plug this into the back of it. See. Oh yeah, another thing too to think about that I have to actually think about. Make sure when you're using a generator to power this light that the generator is able to handle the capacity of light that it needs. You can look on the back of most plugs and it'll tell you how much voltage is required in order to make this work. On this it says it needs about 100 to 240 volts in order to make it, which is 5.0 to 2.5 amps. So I have a cousin who's an electrician and he taught me that, so I'd like to tell people those things to make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Let's get this light in here. They have some like little, the prong thing, so make sure you just don't shove that thing in there. And then like I said, you have this cool little thing right here that you can use and just hook it around there to that taken care of. Then we got our power cord that plugs into the power adapter. Wrap this around there. I'm like a neat freak, so I like to keep everything nice and neat as I do these things. Let's see. All right. And we'll put this this back on the box so that way we don't lose it. We will be putting that back on there once we get done. And this plugged in here. Got that. Let's plug it into the wall now. We'll be right back. All right, we are plugged in. Cool beans. All right, we got the light plugged in and everything. We're not going to turn it on quite yet. We are going to first get the light dome all set up. Once we get that assembled and set up, get it on the light. We'll test this bad boy out. Here. Alright, so first thing first, put all these things. So, I really like this light dome too because it's actually super easy to set up. I know a lot of the other ones, you have to actually like put the little metal holes, put these holes into a hole. These are like already attached. You have to put them into place. And as you get them clicked into place, it will automatically expand. So we're about 75% of the way done now. One more now, and we are good to go. So, as you can see, this light dome is pretty huge. And that was actually one of the questions. As I was saying, sorry. As you can see, this light dome is pretty huge in size. And that was actually one of the questions that I had when I was doing this research, because they have different light domes. Aputure, they sell different ones at different sizes. They have the light dome mini, the light dome lantern. They have a lot of different ones. And after doing my research, I wanted a dome versus a lantern, and I wanted the bigger dome because I know eventually as time goes on, I do plan on upgrading this so that way I can have the bigger light dome to, attach on that when that time comes. And I have other tools that I can use to use this light to still get the look that I'm going for. But essentially, a lot of people didn't really say if the light dome 2 can fit on the Amaran. So you guys are gonna find out with me to see if it actually can. So it looks like, let's see if we can get close and show you guys this. It has these 3 prongs that are right here. See them? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Try to feed them into the light that way. See if we can get them attached. Gotta take off let me step over here. You gotta take this guy off before you actually try that though. So, let's see, you gotta turn it to the right. Let's see. Oh, that's what this button's for. You just hold it back, pull it off. And it says, remove the protection cover before to prevent overheating. We're not gonna touch that. I assume that you shouldn't touch it. It's kind of like your sensor, I would assume, of your camera. Probably don't touch that guy too much. And yeah, it looks like it fits, guys. So kind of tough to do this by yourself. But I think we are in there now. Can you hear those clicks? See. It's actually loose now. All right. almost got it. You know, like I said, it's my first time using this thing, so I'm gonna actually pull this part out before I get some more leverage and hit it from the inside. Or still not long enough. Now, then we got that together, I believe. No, not yet. These are typically the parts of the video that you don't usually see. Come around this way. I think this is on the right good. However, this other one over here, having some trouble getting that in there. All right, I think we are good to go now. So, woo, it's pretty heavy now. That's our lights right there. We'll do that, and definitely gonna need something to weigh that down because that's pretty heavy on the light, and my stand may not be strong enough. So for that reason, we have sandbag to weigh this down a little bit to make sure it won't fall. Hold this down. All right, so now we got the sandbag on there. We're gonna back this guy up, move some of these boxes over and out of the way. Move it out of the shot. Wow, it's kind of heavy. It's because the lights on there. I mean, the sandbag is on there. We're gonna pull this guy back and try to pull it out of the frame. We're gonna adjust it. We're pretty much out of frame now. Majority out of frame. Yeah, there we go. It appears we are out of frame. Let's see. Nope, just a little bit right there. See if my room big enough. All right, let's see. Let's come over here. Cool, we're good. All right, so let's power this bad boy on. See what we're looking like. Right now, we got it turned on. Looks like it's at 100%. And you can turn this thing all the way down. Intensity here, and then you can control the Kelvin as well if you want it to be more white or if you want it to be more warm. And for the purpose of shot, we're actually going to make it a warmer looking shot. We are at about 100%. So, oh man, that looks pretty good. So, as you can see, your lighting is muy importante. Very, very, very important. And as you learn, and as you can see, the lighting that's coming from this is very, very warm, and it's very bright, but also it's very soft. You don't see a lot of shadows that are casting on me from this light. And real quick, just to kind of talk about something that just left my mind. With lighting, it's important to not always use everything at 100%, because although this looks very good, we might be losing some detail in it. Let's turn this down. Turn it down to about 70%. Yeah, there we go. So, we have a lot of different tools that we're going to test out with this light. We have the lighting kit filters that we're going to try out on here to see how they look. We're going to try out the barn doors. We're going to try a lot of different things just to see how the lighting looks different. But I'm really excited for the use of this light. I have a lot of things in mind, a lot of different projects that I have lined up. And being able to use this light is going to definitely enhance the look and quality of my videos. And as you upgrade your gear, it just makes everything come together much better. So I hope this video was of value to you. We have a lot more coming on, like a pretty thorough review of this light. But this, like I said, it was just the setup and everything. So if this was of value to you, be sure to like, subscribe, follow, go check out the blog so you can learn on how to make your lighting better and using the tools that you have, because you don't have to go out and buy this light to be able to make great content. You just have to use what you have. Yes, being able to use this light does make things a lot easier in certain aspects, but you first got to get that, get your fundamentals down. And that's what the videography education series is all about. So be sure to go and read it. There's a lot more to getting behind the lens and shooting and being a cinematographer and a videographer. There's a lot more than just picking up your phone and pressing record. There's a whole lot more into it. And that's what we really talk about a lot in the videography education series. Right now, we're just on part 4. We have talked about mindset. We've talked about terminology. We've talked about, what else did we talk about? Understanding your camera gear and different things like that. And then the last post that we actually spoke on earlier this week was lighting basics. So being able to get your lighting to that next level without something like this is key, because once you're able to get something like this, it goes even farther for you. It can make things go even better for you. So definitely thank you guys for watching. I hope everything was of value today. I appreciate you for watching this, and we'll talk to you next time.